Hello everyone, I'm JamEz and welcome back for more JamPack. So, in between videos I actually did some preparing for this episode. Now, we're going to do multiple things in this video, and first off I actually want to show you what I've done outside. So as you can see, there's like barely any trees around here. That's because of something that I'm planning for this video, of course. As you can see, bits of cobble all over the place. And that is just for preparation for what I'm going to be doing today, which I'll show you right now. So, off screen I actually created all the things necessary that I need in order to make what I want, and yeah, I'll show you what we're going to do with all this guff. So first off, what we're going to do is put some redstone torches next to some 3 lapis, or not, apparently, on top. Okay, so you've got to put the lapis on top to make landmarks, and you only need 3 landmarks. So next up, what you want to do is get some wooden gears and put cobblestone all around it, like so, to make stone gears. Next one we want to do is take those stone gears and put iron all around it. So what you now want to do is put 3 of those to the side and put the rest in here and turn them into gold gears by putting gold all around them. You then want to put 2 of those to the side and surround them in diamonds to make diamond gears. Ooh. Now what you do is the fun part. This is the most incredible thing ever. It's a quarry. Look at this. So you want to put 3 gears in a V shape like that, with redstone in the middle, 2 golden gears on the side, a diamond pickaxe at the bottom, and 2 diamond gears next to that to make a quarry. Oh yes. And quarries are the most cool things in the game. So what we need to do now is actually work out a way of getting power for the quarry, because it's alright in putting it down, but the problem is we won't actually be able to send power to it. So we need to sort that out right now, which is why I've got all the stuff needed to make what is called solar panels. Just to let you know, for this recipe you will need coal dust. Now how you make coal dust is put 1 coal in a macerator, and then what you should do is take the coal dust out and put it in here. So what I've worked out is that it's better to use coal dust for EMC, because as you can see, EMC 64, whereas 1 coal has 128. So, you know, you're not getting your value if you just macerate all of the coal. Anyway, now let's actually get down to business and make these solar panels. So what you do is take your electronic circuits, you need 16, and put the, like this. You put your coal dust in a V shape like that. You put your glass in an upside down V shape, and then you put some generators in there. Now, because I'm stupid, I forgot to make another set of electronic circuits, so that's going to take another hour to do. So now what we're going to do is make an LV transformer. Now, I'll tell you what this does when we get there, but all you do for this is put 4 wood in each corner, or 1 wood in each corner. You then put 3 copper ingots across the middle, 2 copper cables at the top and bottom, and you've got an LV transformer. What you then do is put the LV transformer in the middle and put 8 solar panels around it to make a low voltage solar panel. Basically, what the low voltage solar panel does is it has 8 times the power of a normal solar panel. So it's just more efficient as it's 1 block instead of 8 separate blocks. So now we've got the quarry and we've got the power, but now we need an engine to actually power the quarry. So what we need to do is put our wooden gears in here and make some stone gears. And now we need to make tin gears. And finally we need to put glass in the middle, 3 tin along the top, tin gears on the left, tin gears on the right, and 2 pistons in the middle to make electrical engines. Now, I will have you know that these electrical engines are not from the same mod that these redstone engines are from. Now, I'll tell you why in just a second that I'm using these ones instead of these. So the reason I'm using these electrical engines rather than the redstone engines is that these ones will go a lot quicker. Now, the only problem is you actually need solar panels to power them, which is why I've got this low voltage solar panel right here. So, we can now power these engines and do what we want. What we now need to do is actually place down these landmarks, and I've already set out a location for these. So as you can see, all you really need to do is just put them on top of stuff, and what you do is you right click and it will create like a line. Now this line is where the quarry is going to dig out. Now I'll show you what quarries are when we actually get there. So now I put the last one down, right click, and what it will do is it will make a square. Now what this square does is it sort of indicates where the quarry is going to dig out. Okay, now what we do is place down the quarry and it will make a sound, and it will put this weird black and yellow grid around it like this. So now that we have our quarry set down, what we now need to do is actually place the engines and get the power going to it. So let's right click on here and right click on here to get these going. Now what we want to do is power these up with the cables, so hook them all up. Now we're going to put some copper cables leading down here and put down our low voltage solar array. So this should start powering the quarry. As you can see, it's powering these engines, which should be powering the quarry. The final step now is to actually power these engines by putting levers down. So here we are, boop and boop. As you can see, the quarry is now spitting out these blocks. Now what this does is it actually destroys all of these blocks. Now I left this tree here just an example. So what it does is destroys all the blocks within this this sort of barrier, I guess. Now while it's doing that, what I want to do is actually get a chest or a few sorted out for this quarry. So we really need to hurry up. Oh, look, it's spitting out all the pipes now to go around here. Okay, this is going faster than I thought it would. Oh dear. Let's actually turn these off just for a minute. Just because I don't want this starting quite yet. Aha, so I installed a mod off screen, which is the iron chest mod. Now, as you can see, all this is 8 refined iron around an iron chest. Usually it would be 8 iron, but because of the Majestic Project mod, it has to be refined iron, because that is another crafting recipe altogether. Right, we're ready for the quarry to start. As you can see, the arm of the quarry is right here, and you'll see what the quarry does pretty soon, and I'm pretty sure you've already guessed it. So what you want to do is, before getting the quarry up and running, is put pipes. So you want one on top like this. It has to come out of the top, because that's where all the chunks are going to come out of. And what I'm going to do is actually make it come all the way over here. And what I want to do is put an iron chest here, a hopper there, an iron chest there, another hopper there, and then an iron chest there. So what will happen is, so we've got enough storage, because when you've got quarries this big, they tend to spit out a heck of a lot of blocks. So what the plan is when the blocks come out of the quarry, they'll go all through here, into this chest, which will then go into this hopper, which will then go into this chest, which will then go into this hopper, that will go into this chest. What that will do is then, when this chest is completely filled up, it will forget the hopper or whatever, then it will just go into this chest. And then of course it will do the same with that chest. So we've got storage for days. And the moment of truth is here. Let's turn this bad boy on. Look at this. So where's it going? Where's the arm going? It's very laggy, but this is how the quarry works. It's moving. What's it doing? I'm excited. And here we are. The quarry is working. Look at that. It's starting to dig up blocks, and as you can see, the blocks come out here, and they will go into these chests. Awesome. So now, this isn't even a fast speed for a quarry, I have to say. What we could do to improve it is make more solar panels and hook it up, because these things, I mean, sure, these things are doing really well for power at the moment, but this one isn't. But even so, we can improve it by adding more of these engines. We could add another 2 at least, but then that means we would need more power, and solar panels aren't exactly cheap in this game. Just to let you know, solar panels, obviously they won't work at night time, so you've got to make sure it's always daytime, which is why you want to make a bed early on. Okay, so now we have the quarry started. What I think I'm actually going to do for the rest of this episode is modify and change my base, because at the moment it's just a mess, isn't it? It looks ridiculous. So before we actually move everything around, what I want to do is get another low voltage solar array so we can actually power these machines with them. So we can almost make another low voltage solar array, but one thing we need now is this. The generators. So we can now no longer generate any more power. Let's put the generators in here, electronic circuit to the bottom, coal dust here, glass there, solar panels, oh yeah. So our machines will still work just for a little bit because it's still got some power in the back box. Now what we want to do, of course, is make an LV transformer. Now the moment of truth. We're going to make another low voltage solar panel. Oh yeah. And here we go, the next moment of truth. We're actually going to take our wrench and we're going to start destroying stuff. We're going to go ham on everything. Ah! Are you kidding me? We got a machine block. Oh, you right click. Oops. So yeah, we're going to have to make another macerator. It's fine, it was just a stupid mistake. It's fine. And it can be easily fixed. There you go, another macerator. Right, let's now destroy all this stuff. Now we've just got to fill this hole in. So what I'm going to decide to do is I'm going to have birch wood as the floor to this place. So I'm just going to fill all this in now. So I think it's finally time to say goodbye to this shelter down here. There's nothing down here really, apart from a little bit of glass, which I'm actually going to take, you know, because glass is good. So we're going to say goodbye. We're not going to completely destroy it though, we're just going to cover it over. So eventually we may discover it again after I've completely forgotten about it, which could be kind of cool. Oh no, we're out of birch. What are we going to do? I don't know. I think we have enough birch now. Check in. I kill you. Okay, we finished the floor and it is looking fine. Look at this. This looks really, really nice now. Now what we're going to do is the big part. And that is actually placing all of the machines down again. So I'm going to place the bat box here, I think. No, not with power going out that way. I want the power to go out the bottom, if that's possible. I don't think it is, actually. No, so we're just going to put that there, the bat box there. Now what we want to do is have this go outside. Right, I'm outside. So what we want to do is put these down like that. And we're now going to put down a low voltage solar array. So what should happen now is the bat box, yeah, look, it's being powered now. So the solar panel is being powered by the sun, which is now powering our bat box. So what we can now do is actually put all our machines down in here and not have to worry about a generator. Okay, let's put our macerator down here, and I'm going to put my electric furnace down here. Before we continue, because we are going to move this chest, because it's got loads of good stuff in it, what I want to do is actually make some new chests, because as you can see all of these are a bit, I don't know, they're just a bit normal. Right, this is a good sign. We're still gaining power and we're using our electric furnace, but I'm pretty sure if we put both of them together, we would not be gaining power. So I'm going to put down an iron chest, and this is going to be our new wood chest. Okay, so what I've done so far is made 3 iron chests. The left one is wood, the middle one is ores, and the right one is gems and stuff. This is awesome. We've got both the machines up and running, and we're at full power. So this is pretty good. So what I actually want to try and do now is try and make something which I've seen in here. So have a look at this sign. So there's oak fancy sign. There's all these weird fancy signs. So I want to try and make them. Right, so first off what we do is make some slabs and put it like this, I believe. Oak wood label, yeah. Next up we make a sign. Then we actually need to get some paper, so let's just harvest this. Okay, we've got our sugar canes. Let's see what this does. It's an experiment, this, to see what these oak fancy signs do. Let's place it really quickly. That looks kind of cool. Can we maybe write on there? How do you write on there? That's what I'm wondering. You can't actually write on these signs. Not really a fancy sign then, is it? Well, it's a good thing it has EMC. Let's check up on the quarry, eh? Doing pretty well actually. Look, it's done 1 layer already. It's almost about to start the next one. Let's check the chests as well, because they might be getting filled up a little bit. Yeah, look, you see. This is pretty full actually. Pretty, you know, pretty good. 2 lines. Just from this 1 layer. So that's why we're going to need all of these chests. And I already know, just by these couple of layers, that we're already going to run out of room in these chests. What I'm going to do is, before it gets dark, actually it's going to get dark pretty soon, so what I think I'm going to do is first thing tomorrow I'm going to head out, try and find a cow so we can make some signs for this properly. So you see, this is also a good way of getting more stone types, because we're digging out a massive, massive area, so we're bound to get some new stone types out of this, and this is high cobblestone right here, so that's pretty good. Wow, all of our wheat is grown. Right, let's go on a quest to find a cow. It's daytime again. Now, because we can actually generate infinite things using the energy condenser, all we need is 1 cow. We don't need to make a cow farm, really. And here is the victim. Yeah! Oh, perfect. He gave us exactly what we want. That's actually the maximum amount of drops you can get from a cow in one. 5 drops is incredible. 3 meat and 2 leather. That's the maximum amount you can get. So, what we can now do is put this leather in here, and we'll generate quite a lot of it. Because usually leather is actually quite annoying to get, because it's, I don't know, it's just very difficult, because you just got to kill a bunch of cows, and it's just a pain to get, really. Okay, now we got some leather. Let's make some item frames. Here we are. So we're going to put the first one down on here, and we're going to have this as the wood chest. This chest is going to be the ores chest, so I think what I'm going to do is put in a copper ore. This is going to be the gems chest, so I think I'm going to put one redstone chunk in here. Farming chest. So I'm going to put some wheat in here for that. There we go, so we've got all our chests labelled so far. We will, of course, do the same for all of these chests as well, but I really won't change those really quickly. Annoying thing is, as you can see, everything just spills out and explodes everywhere like that. Right, let's put all of this cobblestone in here. And we're going to put a normal cobblestone inside of the item frame. So this chest is just going to be the random chest, really. It's just going to be like glass and just stuff like clay, I think. Then we have the massive dirt chest. Blech. So dirt and gravel go together usually, in my opinion. And then this last chest is sort of like the pipes and all the electronic goodness. Now, what we could do is bring the chest from outside in here, so we could have all the quarry stuff coming in here. But I don't really think that's necessary. I mean, once the quarry's done, we are going to move it somewhere else so it can start working on there. So there isn't much point of having chests that move in here or whatever. Now what we're going to do is actually replace all of the redstone engines and stuff, so we can now pump them all through again. Right, so I've just had an idea. What I'm going to do is, because we're really going to be using the electric furnace for smelting ores and stuff, we're not really going to use it for anything else. So what I'm going to do is, instead of having it pump this way for something, I'm going to have it pump back this way into the redstone chest, or this chest. So the way we do that and make it look pretty cool in the long run is have it go up. Now I actually did something very similar to this in a multiplayer world of mine with a friend on Tekkit Legends instead, but this is pretty much just Tekkit Legends with a few different mods. Right, so we've got our pipes sorted out, so we can now turn all the engines on and have everything working as per usual. So we can pump stuff out here, which will pump into here, and then this will pump out and go all the way back into this chest when it's done. So that's going to be pretty awesome. Okay, I think that is it for this episode. So next time in JamPack, we're actually going to try and make our base look a little bit cooler. We're going to add a different type of block, and we might also build some more machines, because we've only got 2 at the moment, and we are going to need a lot more if we want to make some of the really cool OP stuff. So I will see you guys then. Bye!
Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please click the like and subscribe button. You can also follow me on Twitter at JamEz if you so please. Goodbye.